medicine system. Ayurvedic system of medicine is the oldest medical system. Ayurveda word means the science of life. The Ayurveda concept was developed between 2500 and 500 back century in India. The word Ayurveda comprises of Ayur means life and Veda that means science. The Indian Hindu mythology states 4 Vedas written by the Aryans, which forms the backbone of Indian civilization. The 4 Vedas are Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. The Ayurveda is the part of the Atharvaveda. Charak Samhita was the first book having concept of practice of Ayurveda, that is, it is for the school of medicine. It described 600 plants and their products used in medicine. It was recorded in 1900 back century. Sushrut Samhita was the next Ayurvedic literature which aimed on surgery for the school of surgery. It deals with different theories and fundamental principles of surgeries. It describes about 650 drugs, different surgery related to topics like anatomy, toxicology, embryology, etc. It also describes the use of various surgical instruments like scissors, forceps, scalpels, etc. The basic principle of Ayurvedas. The basic principle of Ayurveda that are consist of first Panch Mahabhutas. According to Ayurveda, the universe is made up of 5 basic elements, which is also known as Panch Mahabhutas, that is Akash, that means space, Vayu, that means air, then Agni, that means the fire, Jal, that means water, and Prithvi, that is the earth. All these are mixed in an indefinite variety of relative proportion such that each form of matter is distinctly unique. By constant change and interacting with each other, they create a situation which keeps the world going. First, that is the Akash, which corresponds to spaces within the body. Examples: mouth, nostrils, abdomen. Vayu, that denotes the movements that include muscular and the nervous system. Then Agni, which regulates the functioning of enzyme. It includes intelligence, digestive systems and metabolisms. Jal, which denotes all body fluids in our body, is a plasma, saliva and digestive juices. Prithvi, that means the solid structure of the body. It includes bones, teeth, flesh and hair. Panch Mahabhutas serve as a basis of all diagnosis and treatment in Ayurveda and is the most valuable theory for physician to detect and treat illness of the body and mind. The second principle, that is the 3 gunas. The 3 gunas, that is the sattva, rajas and tamas, are the 3 essential components of the mind. Ayurveda describes people on the basis of their manasa, that means psychological, and the prakriti, that means constitution. These psychological characteristics depend on the amount of 3 gunas. The 3 gunas, when present in proper proportion, maintain the healthy state of the mind. Any disturbance in the three gunas in this equilibrium result in the mental disorder. First, that is the sattva, means lightness, consciousness, pleasure and clarity, free from the disease and cannot be disturbed in any way. It activates the senses and produces the perception of knowledge. Rajas has the motion and the stimulation. Desires, wishes, ambitions and fickle mindedness are due to do this. Tamas, characterized by the heaviness and resistance, it causes disturbances in the perception and activities of the mind like delusions, laziness, sleep and the drowsiness. So this is the three gunas which is the basic principle of the Ayurveda. The next principle, that is the three dosas. The three dosas are Vat, Pitta and the Kapha. Vat, that means air, Pitta, that means bile and Kapha, that is the phlegm. The three dosas, tri meaning the three and the dosas meaning the basic physical energies. The three dosas are the primary and essential factor of the human body that control our entire physical structure and function. Each dosas is a combination of any two of these five Panchamahabhutas with the predominance of one. These three are responsible for all physiological and psychological process within the body and mind. The health effect of the dosas. The three dosas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, the health effect, that is the balance and imbalance of that which affect our health. Vata, it balance do that emotional balance, clear mind and good complexion, whereas imbalance of Vata, that leads to insomnia, cough, fatigue, cancer, etc. diseases. As well as in the Pitta, as well as in the Kapha, also balance and imbalance which leads to the health effects. The next, that is the Sapta Dhatus, that is the basic principle of Ayurveda. The nourishment of these seven body tissues take place in sequential manner with original material provided by digested food material. The Sapta Dhatus, that means Sapta, that seven, and Dhatus, that means tissues. The Sapta Dhatus elements from the pillar of the body. These are the mean of nourishment and growth and also provide support to the body as well as the mind. These are first Rasa Dhatu. Ras, that means fluid, which is derived from the digested food. It nourishes each and every tissue and cell of the body and is similar to the plasma. Next, Rakta Dhatu. Rakta, that means blood. It is similar to circulating the blood cells. It nourishes the body tissues, provides physical strength and color to the body. Next Dhatu, Mamsa Dhatu, means muscles tissue. It provides physical strength and support for the Meda Dhatu. Next, Meda Dhatu. Meda Dhatu, that means fat. It consists of adipose tissue and provide the support to Asthi Dhatu and also lubricate the body. Next, Asthi Dhatu. It consists of bone tissues including cartilages. Its main function is to give nourishment to the Majja Dhatu and provide the support to the Mamasa Dhatu. Next Dhatu, that is the Majja Dhatu, denotes the yellow and red bone marrow tissues. Its main function is to fill up the Asthi Dhatu. Next Dhatu, that is Sukra Dhatu. It helps in reproduction and strengthen the body. The Dhatus derived energy from each other. Affecting one can affect other also. For example, interference in the production of plasma affect the quality of the food, blood. Each tissue type has its own Agni, which determines metabolic changes in the tissues and forms byproducts which are either used in the body or excreted. Any imbalance in three dosas also causes imbalance in the dhatu. The next basic principle, that is the three malas. Malas are the various waste products of the food and the dhatus produced during the normal digestive and metabolic processes. The three primary malas, that is the Purisa, Mutra and Sveda. Purisa, that means feces, Mutra, that means urine, and Sveda, that is the sweat. A balanced condition of dosas, dhatus and malas means arogya. Arogya, that is the disease-free condition, and their imbalance is the cause of illness. First, Purisa, that is the waste left back after nutrients of digested food have been absorbed in the small intestine. Pitta and cough help in the digestion, and Vata control the mobility during the process. Any imbalance, this can lead problems like abdominal pain, flatulence, constipation or diarrhea. It may also give rise to disease as rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, low back pain, asthma, bronchitis, stomach ulcer and irritable bowel syndrome. Mutra, that means urine. Any imbalance of increased or decreased urine may cause problem like kidney stone, urinary infection, cystitis and bladder disorder. Sveda is the waste product formed during the synthesis of Meda Dhatu, that means fat tissues. It is secreted by skin pores. It controls the body temperature and regulates the electrolytic balance. Sweating is essential, otherwise it may lead to skin infection, itching and reduced body temperature. The Trayodosa Agni, the basic principle of Ayurveda. It is the biological fire that controls the metabolism. Agni balances all the changes in the body and mind like digestion and absorption of food, cellular transformation, assimilation of sensory perception and mental and emotional experiences. Agni covers entire sequences of chemical interactions and changes in the body and mind. Digestive ability are related to the strength of Agni. Agni and Pitta, they are the closely related. The heat energy which helps in digestion and present in Pitta is Agni. Pitta is the container and Agni is the content. Agni is acidic in nature and enhance the digestion. It is related to the movement of Vata. A balanced Agni is essential for the health, the strength of the body to resist the disease, and the physical strength of the body are directly related to its heat energy, which determines the metabolic processes of the body. Disturbances of Agni are usually the major causes of disease. According to Ayurveda, there are 13 types of the Agni in the body. The most important of them is the Jatragni, the gastric fire which is involved in the digestion of the body, eaten by correlated to the action of hydrochloric acid in the stomach and the digestive enzymes and juices secreted in the stomach, duodenum and small intestine. If digestive Agni is low and impaired, it causes pain, discomfort, feeling of heaviness, gurgling, constipation or the diarrhea. So these are the basic principles of the Ayurveda. The first, that is the Panch Mahabhutas, second three gunas, then three dosas, Saptadhatu, three malas and the Trayodosa Agni. Now stages of the disease in Ayurveda. So according to the Ayurveda, there are 6 stages of the disease. These are the follows. First, Sanchaya. Sanchaya, that is the accumulation. In this dosa gets accumulated in its own place. That means Vata in the colon, Pitta in the small intestine and Kapha in the stomach. Vata accumulation indicates constipation, abdominal distension or the gases in the colon. Pitta accumulation, that indicates the heat around the belly button, yellowish discoloration of the eye and the urine. Cough accumulation, that indicates the heaviness, lethargy, fullness of the stomach and the low appetite. The second stage of the disease, that is the Prakopa, that means provocation. When dosa increases in its home place, then system will be more significant. Vata symptoms: pain in the flanks or mid-back, hyperperistalsis, gurgling and even breathlessness. Pitta symptoms will be indigestion and heartburn, and Kapha symptoms will be cough, congestion and the heaviness. The third stage of the disease, that is the Prasara, that means spread. Further aggravation or spread of the dosa leads to excess dosa in circulation. Vata will move to the ear, skin, bones and the thighs. Pitta will move to the stomach, eyes, sweat glands, skin, heart and the subcutaneous fat. Kapha will move to the lungs, sinus, lymphatic system, breast tissue, mouth and the head. During this stage, the dosa can do much harm, but Agni is there to protect. If the Agni is impaired, the dosas will leave the GI tract and the disease will manifest further and will be difficult to cure. The fourth stage, that is the Sthana Samsraya, that is the deposition or the localization. During this stage, the aggravated dosa will tend to deposit into a spot which has a weakness. When the dosas enter this spot, it changes the tissue and its quality. At this time, there is a fight between the Agni and aggravated dosa. If the Agni is weak, the dosa will change the quality of the dhatu. Example, Vata may bring coldness, dryness into the dhatu. Pitta may bring heat, coldness, and Kapha may bring stagnation, heaviness and the congestion. The next stage, that is the Vyakti, that means manifestation. In this stage, the dosa has overcome the dhatu and disrupt the functioning of the tissues, and there is a qualitative changes in the cell, tissues and the organs. These changes are difficult to reverse. For example, cracking of joints occur due to the dryness of the vata entering to the joints. Inflammation is caused by pitta entering the specific dhatu, and kapha will create congestion and the swelling. The last stage of the disease, that is the bheda, that means destruction. In this stage, the structural changes occurs. Complication of the other organs, tissues or system also occurs. In this stage, the tissue is affected as well as its surrounding areas and their functions also get disrupted. Conditions are chronic, weaker system and enable the spread of the root of other disease. The body cannot reverse the changes. For example, spread of the cancer. The other example, vata during this stage can cause structural changes and severe dehydration. Pitta may create ulcer in the stomach, hemorrhage and bleeding disorder. And kapha will cause tumor formation and fibrocystic changes. So these are the stages of the Ayurveda. Thank you.